Coming at you from the OLR podcast studio.
It's really more of a basement.
Coming to you from the OLR basement studio.
But it's still a podcast.
Coming to you from the podcast basement studio.
Yeah, but you still need to say OLR.
Coming to you from the OLR podcast basement studio.
Oh, that's way too many words.
Coming at you.
That's not enough. You still need to say OLR.
Let's just start. It's OLR.
Woohoo! What's the gayest thing you've done in a minute? In a minute, literally. It's the gayest thing you've done in a minute.
I asked you to kiss me earlier, so I mean, you know.
The text chain got a little weird with you. I'm not gonna
Doesn't
lie.
it always, though?
When you're in a good mood, it gets weird.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your point?
I just pray for your wife a lot.
All right.
I mean, if you hit me up like that and you're knowing you're a completely heterosexual man, you get that aggressive with me on a text message.
I don't get that aggressive with her, just you, really. That's not true.
Well,
that wasn't true. I lied to you, too. I lied to you.
Where's this going?
I don't know.
You're not coming out, are you?
What?
You're not coming out?
Huh?
Huh? We're just normal, right?
What?
Like we've always been. Nothing weird, nothing here to see, right?
It's like we've always been, for sure.
Well, yeah.
For sure, it's like we've always been.
Which means we're just buddies.
Yep.
But like really buddies, not like just friends.
Yep.
That wink is getting incredibly weird. Even though I know you're joking, it's incredibly weird. Yep, creepy.
Yep.
Creepy as all hell, really.
You know, I don't have many like
friends.
Right. Skills is what I was going for.
Gotcha.
Both are true. One of my skills is making it awkward.
I thought I could make things awkward.
I can't. If I just want to.
But you're taking it to a whole another level.
If I just want to make things really awkward, I can.
Your week been okay?
Yeah, it's been really good.
Good.
Yeah, yours.
It's just fine.
I completely understand, and I'm not gonna chase that down on the podcast. We didn't have our therapy session this week prior to the podcast.
Oh boy, did we ever last week?
We did like an hour worth, and it was a good one. It was a good one, and I enjoyed it. However, we didn't have one this week because we got it all out last week.
Got it all out, I think. We both had emotional breakdowns on each other, more or less emotional breakdowns.
Yeah, a little bit more than less, I would say.
Two emotional.
Two grown women just having a good cry about it.
Yep. Pretty well how it happened.
Yeah. So I'm just going to say this because it's up in front of me, and I'm gonna say it, and then I'm gonna move on. Conor McGregor sells his majority stake in Proper 12 Irish whiskey for $600 million. He's made $700 million over the course of the last 4 years? So, just throwing that out there.
$700 million on top of the $600 million?
No, that's $600 million plus the $100 million for fighting Floyd Mayweather.
That's all he's made.
Yep.
Is $100 million.
Okay, you could say it that way. I mean, that's a way to say it.
I just figured he was worth more than that.
He probably is. That's how much money he's made, though.
Just for one fight, $100 million.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's
had other fights since then.
He's doing all right.
Yeah.
He's not having any therapy sessions, probably.
He probably is because he just got off of
drugs.
Yes. He also just got out of court in France on sexual abuse charges.
So he got off on other things also.
Right.
Meaning a female.
Right. And he got out of trouble for it from France.
Because he's famous. And he has money.
And they couldn't find any evidence.
No semen.
Might have come from the $700 million.
It's hard to trace semen when you got cash, they say.
That's what I don't know. I don't have any cash.
How about semen?
And I don't leave semen anywhere, really.
It's good to know.
Yeah.
It's good to know.
Yeah.
And at our age, it just dribbles out anyway, right? I mean
it's not like you lose track of any of it.
You got to get a black light like they did on that MTV show years ago, that bedroom show.
You're likely to lose track of it when you're a kid.
Just dribbles on out.
Not now.
Just goes. It's like that last shot on the big bazooka gun. When you got the water gun, and you're in that last little, you got, This is going nowhere, really.
No,
I mean it could. That could have been a funny. It's just I just don't know if we need to go there.
Yeah,
first 5 minutes of the show.
We were just talking about how we've lost one of our friends as a listener.
We don't know that,
and we'll probably lose another one or two.
Well,
yeah.
I just wanted to let them know it was good. Well, they did listen.
Yeah.
We enjoyed it, and we we appreciate their support.
We miss you.
What we have to be up. No matter how crazy me and Lucas are, we have to have it together for you guys week in and week out.
I'm not going to.
We promised you a long time ago that this would be more satisfying than Asian massage.
We did say that.
Yeah, it was one of our commercials, and so if we're not giving them a happy ending, then what are we doing?
Oh, we owe them their money back.
They don't pay for this.
Oh,
they don't pay a damn dime, which is unfortunate. And if any of you would like to sponsor us, you can send your money directly to the bank account of Lucas Gene Hickman. We take sponsors on this show.
Yeah.
We'll take sponsors. I don't know why we've never asked for sponsors. We've had a couple indirect sponsors for a week or two. We'll take your money. I'll make you famous. I'll tell you right now, I was born to boogie.
I'll vouch for the fact that you were born to boogie.
I ain't no rookie. I was put here to party, and I was. However.
Who's your favorite Monday Night Football
introduction theme song?
Hank Williams Jr. or Carrie Underwood?
Carrie Underwood?
Yeah. She's better looking than... She's a better singer than Hank Williams Jr.
I'd be a homo if I said Hank Williams Jr.
Yeah,
Wait, I can do both because Hank Williams Jr.
He's not a good singer.
Was Monday Night Football. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
But he's not.
She was Sunday Night Football. She was Sunday Night Football.
As compared to Carrie Underwood.
I can have both because you said favorite Monday night.
Oh, okay.
Hank Williams Jr. is my favorite Monday night.
Okay.
Carrie Underwood and those legs are my favorite Sunday night.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying. It's like comparing apples to oranges. He's not a good singer.
Which one's apples and oranges?
I don't, you pick. It's your, they're your fans. So, your favorites. So,
they're probably fans.
Yeah.
Of this show.
I would imagine.
Well, God knows you got to put Carrie Underwood on Sunday Night Football because all they're going to do is put those horrific, living on reputation from 25 years ago Dallas Cowboys on there. Let's put the Dallas Cowboys on national television 17 weeks out of the year, knowing that they're just living off that reputation. They're going to go 8
like Emmitt Smith, Deion Sanders years.
All those guys. Dallas Cowboys
Troy
fans.
Aikman.
As I say yearly, multiple times a year on Twitter, Dallas Cowboys fans think they're not mediocre. They think that Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin,
still
Deion
play
Sanders,
right now,
and Alvin Harper still play.
They don't.
They don't.
Though.
You got Dak Prescott.
For
$40 million a year.
I got
not winning shit.
I got a Samsung television the other day, and it comes with Samsung television. Did you know that Samsung has their own
Doesn't everybody, Lucas?
I don't know. Maybe they do. I didn't know, but Samsung has 200 channels that you can get just because you have a Samsung television. One of their channels is dedicated to only the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. There's apparently a show where they just get new cheerleaders all the time.
That was on CMT originally.
Okay. Well, there's a channel on Samsung that only does that. And they put these girls through all this stuff. So I looked up to see how much salary that they're actually getting. You know how much money you get to be a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader over the course of a year?
$15,000.
10. It's $10,000. $10,000, and you have to go through all that shit.
Yeah, but is Rebecca at TJ Maxx?
She's gonna make more than $10,000. She's not gonna be on television.
But is she a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader? Can she tell her if you're 65 years old,
right,
and you're telling your grandkids,
I was a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader,
or I was the assistant manager at TJ Maxx for 35 years,
right,
and I made $55,000 a year, but who the shit cares?
I was a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader one time.
That one hits a little harder when you got granddaughters.
But does it though?
Yeah. You think anybody's going to remember a TJ Maxx manager in Huntsville, Alabama?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you going to remember?
But do you remember? There's so many of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
That was your grandma one?
Yeah, but had she been, here's the thing, had she been a manager at TJ Maxx or whatever, you might go, well, there's only been 12 of them since, over the whole time.
Come on.
But there's been You know, they have like 40 Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders every year.
Your grandma running the dinner bell in Red Bull and Springs is cooler than somebody being a manager at.
I would
TJ
say that running the dinner bell in Red Bull and Springs is cooler than being a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader because you only make $10,000 a year.
I'll not disparage the good name of your grandma who did an excellent job running the dinner bell. And
Right.
I appreciate her renting me WrestleMania 3 at least 17 times.
Right.
But
It's cooler than being
it's
a
the
Dallas
Cowboy cheerleaders.
Yeah, you're right. In 1990, it would have been cool, right?
I don't notice them anymore.
Right. Like you just said, in 1990, it would have been cool. Maybe I said that, but
No, I said they're still living on reputation from the
Yeah.
90s as a player.
right.
Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders are still going to be the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders are still the hottest.
Yeah, but people aren't looking at them because their team sucks, right?
No, they're still the. Little Texas wrote a song called "God Bless Texas," and it was based around the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Have they ever wrote a song about being a manager at TJ Maxx? Did they write a song about your grandma being the manager or the owner of the Dinner Bell? Did they write a song about?
Are you sure that God Bless Texas is about the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader? Like, what's your level of
Certainty?
certainty on that?
They're in the video.
Okay, but was the song written about it?
Maybe a verse.
Okay. All right.
God bless Texas.
With his own hand, he brought down angels from the promised land.
The
He
Angels
gave
are
them a
Dallas
place
Cowboy cheerleaders.
where they could stand.
Dance.
Mm,
Stand. Where
Mhm.
they could stand. Oh, where they could stand. They don't even sound right. Put up the lyrics. But the video is the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. So why would you not be led to believe it was not about the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders?
Because, you know, like, I've watched other videos.
Girls in Houston are not as pretty as the girls in Dallas.
Those aren't even the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
Why don't I get to look at it on the big screen?
Oh,
over
I'm
here?
putting it over there. You know how hard it is for me to type anyway.
Okay, those are just girls in Texas uniforms.
Yeah, those are just girls from Texas.
I've seen a lot of places. I've been around the world. I've seen some pretty faces, been with some beautiful girls. After all I've witnessed, one thing still amazes me. Just like a miracle, you have to see to believe. God blessed Texas with his own hand, brought down angels from the promised land, gave them a place where they could dance.
I thought it was stand.
Yeah, 1-0 DK.
Mhm.
If you want to see heaven, brother, here's your chance.
There they are. There's Dallas Cowboys cheerleader.
Man, is that me being right twice?
No, you're still not right because we ain't got to the part where there was a verse written about the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders yet.
but they're in the video. That's
Here's
all
the
I
thing.
need to see.
You didn't say it was written about that guy that was bulldogging that bull. You didn't say it was about the guy that was dancing in front of the White House there.
Read the lyrics, Lucas. Do you think it's about a guy doing a bull rope?
But all those other people were dancing. You didn't mention them. You mentioned the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
These
that flashed.
people, look at this.
You didn't say anything about it being about those women that are obviously not cheerleaders.
No, but they're beautiful and they're from Texas.
They are.
Those are enhanced.
Those weren't real.
I
but I like
have
them.
reason to believe those were
Uh-huh.
store bought and placed upon her chest by a doctor.
You know, there was a lack of like in-depth lyrics to that song. For some reason,
Not a lot of work, not a lot of thought put into that.
had that been written today, we would have like lambasted it on here. But since it was from how long ago would you say that?
1993 or 4.
You know, since it's 25 years ago, it's fine.
Now they're dancing all over the place.
Yeah.
But what is the one
Riding
thing
bull.
you remember about that video? Now that you're gonna see a Dallas
Horse riding.
Cowboys cheerleader, saying about
Bronc
Lane,
busting, oil, all kinds of stuff.
but with the lyrics attached to them.
San Antonio, Alamo.
San Antonio.
It's about the Alamo.
San Antonio.
It was as much about the Alamo as it was about the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
People in Texas don't even care about San Antonio. David Robinson.
Everybody there. cares
David
about San-
Robinson
Nobody cares
himself.
about David Robinson.
Tim Duncan himself doesn't care about San Antonio. He couldn't wait to retire quick enough to get out of San Antonio, Texas, and probably never go back again because it's San Antonio, Texas.
Here's the thing: no matter
not
what
Dallas.
you say, it's not a damn thing about the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. That song's not.
What do you see on the screen right now?
I see them again.
Nobody remembers anything about that video except for the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders and the fact they're hotter than 3 hells.
I remember those girls more than I remember the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders after we're done.
Who are they, though?
I don't know. I don't know who any of those Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders were either.
They're the managers at TJ Maxx, probably.
Yeah, no, I'll give them that.
Yeah.
They very well could have been.
There, you're ending the video.
No, they didn't. There was a longhorn at the end singing.
Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders trumps anything else in Texas.
No.
San Antonio.
Alamo wins.
Nobody's cared about the Alamo in 165 years.
That's true. That's true.
I didn't even care about it then.
Yeah, you didn't. For sure, you didn't.
Not 165 years ago.
No.
Well, can we all agree on this? There's beautiful women in Texas.
I'll agree with that. I'll say that.
Because I've seen a lot of places, and I've been around the world. I've seen some pretty faces.
And some beautiful girls.
I've been with some mediocre ones, too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I get you.
They all can't be 8s. Some of them's got to be 2s.
That's why you count all the way to 10. You got to be spread out.
Oh, I didn't know about the 10s.
Nope.
Never had many of them. You?
Yeah.
You've had some 10s?
I didn't say I had any. I said I know some.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. 6 days on the road, what's that about? Cocaine use?
you know, it's probably, seeing as how that last one was about the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, I'm going to say this one's about slinkies, you know.
I'm done with this. Done with this argument. What about a little feedback from last week?
All right.
How about, first and foremost, I want to talk to my man.
Oh, yeah. I remember him. I'm glad he called in.
Yeah. James Rinks talks about how big he had his big old heavy TV. He said he still got it. Best picture he's got. The big 40-inch television he bought was still the best television picture he's got. But another thing he said, honey buns, they're disgusting.
Yeah.
Fuck Star Crunch. Like fudge rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Fudge rounds were even on the discussion, were they?
I probably brought them up.
Well, I'm with James Rinks on that. I would never. I could give up chocolate for the rest of my life if the only thing I had to eat was fudge rounds.
Yeah.
Fudge rounds are not even.
I mean, they can get in the same boat with Star Crunch and just float away. I mean, that's fine.
And he says I'm a communist for not liking Nutty Buddies.
Yeah.
Nutter Butters is what he's talking about. I said I don't like Nutter Butters. I said I don't mind them, but they're to be the first one off the list for me was Nutter Butters. They're just.
Did he mean Nutter Butters, or did he think we were talking about Nutty Buddies?
Well, that's when I corrected him. I said I don't know what you're meaning. I said if you're thinking Nutter Butters, then I still don't like them.
Right.
Nutty Buddies is a go-to in the ice cream world.
I would say that's two different things.
Then he said Swiss rolls are the most overrated Debbie cake out there.
No, they're not.
I'm not going to die on the hill of Swiss cake
rolls. I
rolls.
won't either. I did get some feedback that somebody else, my brother-in-law, said he too had been eating Swiss cake rolls wrong. He didn't know that you're supposed to unroll them too.
I think it's about the. If you get a Little Debbie brand or you get a Save-A-Lot brand.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah.
I think that probably has a lot to do with it because I had some Little Debbie brand and they didn't fall apart on me.
Oh no! If you can either get Swiss cake rolls or you can get Switzerland cake rounds. You know.
Yeah. So then Alana Carpenter sent me a picture. Our old buddy Alana from back in the day. She goes, "Is this what you were talking about when you said this was your number one that you couldn't remember the name of? It's the chocolate chip cream-filled chocolate cakes."
Is that that's just what it's called?
That's a you know why I couldn't remember the name of it?
Because it's really generic. That's just what the name of it is.
That's a long name. I feel like for
chocolate chip cream-filled cake is the name of it.
It's a lot, isn't it?
That seems like a description and not a name. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
That's not a brand name.
No, it is. It's right off the. She sent me the damn.
The picture of the wrapper.
Yeah.
Chocolate chip cream-filled cake.
There it is, right here. She goes, "Is this what you were talking about? Chocolate chip cream-filled chocolate cakes from Little Debbie's."
Yeah, I mean that's a lot. That's a lot of name.
That is a full-hearted description. That's like you click on the headline and it gives you the full description.
Mm-hmm. That's
it. But those are really good.
Mm-hmm.
She said she hated us because she was going to buy some.
Well, I hope everybody that's got in shape recently, that's listening to this podcast, I hope we screwed up your time by making you all go get some snack cakes. And, shout out to our buddy Mikey, whether it's ones we even talked about or not. Whether it was Twizzlers and
And that was my next thing. Mackie sends
Whether it was Twizzlers and other shit, I hope we sent you out to get some stuff that you didn't want to eat, but you did anyway.
And just to show you how bad of a friend I am to Mackie.
Yeah. How bad of a friend you said? Okay.
I'm not nice to Mackie. People
No.
will think that we're friends. We're really not friends.
Right.
We're
Your acquaintances.
We're acquaintances because no way a man could ever be friends with me after the way I talk to him.
Uh-huh.
Mackie sends us a picture on Monday of Twizzlers, Reese's, gummy bears, and a Sprite.
Yeah. We didn't talk about gummy bears
Twizzlers
or Sprite.
or Sprite.
Mhm.
Reese's actually, well, it was talked about because Reese's should always be talked about.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Thanks a lot, fat asses." To which I said, "That's on you, bud. We never talked about gummies or Twizzlers." He said, "You should have." I said, "Well, they aren't the same." He says, "You're right. Y-O-U-R, right. I own a right. So much better." And I said, "They aren't snack cakes. They aren't snack cakes, Jeremy. Read a effing book." Jeez.
Yeah.
He goes, "But they are still snacks, you dumb." F-U-C-K.
Yeah.
He said it to me.
Yeah.
Which Lucas threw out a little, that's what she said. I said, "Our list was about cakes, snack cakes, not snacks, Jeremy. Did we put peanut butter crackers on there? How about Lunchables? Hot peanuts?" He said, "You did talk about Lunchables, MP3s. He even stuttered when he said it on text message. I said, "Not on the list. Not on the damn list, Jeremy."
Uh-huh.
He said, "You're, Y-O-U-R, so GD hostile."
You are hostile.
I said, "I'm sorry. I didn't know I owned a so GD hostile. Otherwise, you could have said Y-O-U apostrophe R-E, so GD hostile."
Uh-huh. Yeah. Until right now, like I read that, and it didn't occur to me what was going on there until you explained it right now. I was lost. I was really lost with it.
I was wondering why he was talking about my GD hostile.
I get it. I get it now.
I
get it now. I didn't know what we were doing there.
I just, whether it's one of my best friends or
Mm.
my wife
You don't like the improper use of your.
or there,
Right. Yeah, there's too many spellings of it.
there is too many spellings of it, really.
Yeah, there's a problem. There's just too many different ways to say it.
And I understand autocorrects get you sometimes.
Yeah. You know what the problem is that this really isn't the problem. This really doesn't have anything to do with anything that we were just talking about. Did you realize that the alphabet is in a particular order, but that particular order really doesn't matter? Like if it was, the PQRs, it wouldn't matter. All the words would still be spelled the same. You ever think about that?
No.
Yeah.
No, I
The
don't.
alphabetic order really doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything.
So why do we work on it so hard?
I don't know. Why do we do that? Why don't we sit there and really figure out that 26?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what.
Now 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that does matter.
That does matter. You can't swap those around. Alphabetic order, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
God damn.
A could be it could be in the 14th slot, and it would
Yeah.
still be an A, and it wouldn't matter. You would still use it the exact same way in a sentence. You could put all the vowels side by side and all the consonants side by side in any order. But here's the thing: the alphabet's still the alphabet. That's still the only 26 letters.
You
there.
are, why has nobody ever said this
I don't know.
out loud?
I don't
Why
know.
has nobody questioned the importance of this?
Why is that? I don't know who picked it, and why people are so rigid that's the.
So, like, when you get pulled over for drunk driving and the cops, like, say your alphabet backwards, I'm like, well, Officer
Here's the thing.
Stevens, does it really matter?
Yeah. If I put the A at the beginning, if I put it in the middle, it's not going to change the way you spell any word.
You'd be like, "Sir, I've not been doing those things in order for a minute."
Yeah. I actually changed the order of the alphabet in my head.
I was actually talking to my buddy Lucas Ickman, and
Yeah.
he just is like,
He pointed out to me.
it don't really matter.
Yeah.
It don't matter if it's STU.
Yeah. Because you're still going to use it in the word the exact same way.
Just when I think you can't get any smarter,
Go ahead
you
and
go completely.
turn it around on you.
That is true, though.
Yeah.
We're being silly.
Yeah, being silly, but here's the 100% true. It doesn't matter.
A, B, C, D, H, L, M, N, O, P.
Yeah.
Because it don't make a shit.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Put them wherever you want to.
Yeah.
Put them as long as you know what all 26 of them are, put them wherever you want to.
If kids can go to school identifying as whatever they want to be,
Yep. They can identify the alphabet in whatever order they want to
R
be.
can come after F.
Yeah, it can come at the beginning.
Yeah.
It can come after nothing at the beginning.
U's always after F in my book,
Yep.
you know?
Right after it.
Yep. FU.
It goes WTFU every time.
Yep. What a time that we've discovered. What a thing that we've discovered here on the podcast tonight, that it really doesn't matter, kindergarten teachers.
Get over it.
Get over yourselves.
Yeah. You went to college to learn A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You know what? They lied to you.
Yeah.
They charged you, $70,000 for. It doesn't matter.
The times they are changing.
They're changed
Down there.
They're not changing. They're changed.
They changed it.
They changed it.
They've changed it here on the
I
One Lane podcast.
identify that you don't say changed. You changed it.
We're canceling A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, all that.
I'm going to replace it. I'm not even going to replace it with anything because it doesn't matter.
Boom. Take your microphone off your thing, drop it.
Drop it.
That's what you just.
Hey,
done,
I'm going to
basically.
I'm going to give a little bit more Conor McGregor because it popped up. Conor McGregor, he got in trouble for punching an old man in a pub, right? You know why he got in trouble?
Well, you
Remember
can't
that
actually punch a guy in public, generally.
Right. But here's the thing. You know why he punched the guy? Remember that proper 12 Irish whiskey that we were talking about a while ago? They just sold a steak in for $600 million. He was at a pub in Ireland, and he was passing out shots, and the guy said he didn't want a shot. He didn't want any. Everybody was drunk, believe it or not. And he was passing out shots, and the guy refused to take one. So, a few sentences later, he punches the guy in the face. He's an old guy in his 60s. Conor McGregor bought the Dublin pub where he assaulted the man, then banned that man from coming back in again.
That's
FU money right there.
That's big dick energy.
Yeah,
is what a term now. That's a term of the nowadays.
I assaulted a man, made a man a victim, and then I kicked that victim to the curb, got him out of here.
Bought the bar.
Get him out.
Man, he gets cooler every time I hear about him.
He's kind of a gangster, making all kinds of money. What are you going to do? Can't hate the guy.
I wish I could just buy
You know what he don't need to do? He don't need to go fight anymore. He's about to.
He in WWE with the real stuff.
Oh, well,
It's inevitable.
It's
inevitable. Yes. It's going to happen. Vince McMahon always gets them.
That makes me sad. If he goes, it's going to make me really sad.
Well, he's never fought a legitimate fight a day in his life when he knuckles up with the likes of a Drew McIntyre. I just don't know if Conor can handle him when it's real.
Yeah,
and when the gloves come off even.
Or
I'd say,
yeah.
So yeah, I mean all these predetermined finishes in UFC with guys who wear tap out and affliction shirts. That is thing of past.
Yeah,
people are looking at more of this cutting edge,
jumping off the top rope
WWE product, or
flying across the ring,
where it's
cross-face chicken wings, figure 4 leg lock.
Well, here's the
sweet chin music into the flying back, spinning fist, leg drop, choke slam, pile driver.
Here's the thing in UFC, they got all those fake
mandible claw.
They cut themselves on UFC.
Cage match.
Oh, that's all in one match?
Yeah.
Well, that just shows
Royal
you
Rumble.
That's not the same.
No, that was all one thing. That's what he's going to do. That was all of that was one thing that he's going to do.
And that's why he should be there, because nobody's ever done that kind of stuff before.
I guarantee you nobody's ever done that before.
But because it's
he's one of the greatest entertainers of all time. Probably the best wrestler in WWE already.
Well, and it's not about wrestling; it's sports entertainment.
Well, I mean, he's probably the best sports wrestler entertainer.
And it comes to how is he a fighter? Pretty good fighter.
He's decent. Yeah.
Well, good, because WWE is based on real fighting.
Yeah.
So he should be fine there.
Yeah.
One more thing before we get off snack cakes.
Yeah.
Thad Johnson sent me a picture, and this is why I
if anybody's ate a snack cake, it's Thad Johnson.
Well, he's slimmer than me, so I can't say that. Not as pretty, but he's slimmer.
Well,
and it's a toss up, really.
Yeah.
But I'm biased.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You think I'm gonna get on?
What color's your shoes?
You think
What color's your shoes? Are they white?
I'm not gonna get on my podcast,
right?
That I have final say on what gets cut, other than you,
right?
And I have more
Then Thad
creative.
does. Yeah.
I have more creative control on my podcast than Thad does.
Oh, yeah.
You think I'm
sure.
gonna get on here and say Thad Johnson's a better looking man than me?
No. I'd cut that out if you did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, Thad, this is the equivalent of the time he's like, "Hey, give me that aux cord. I'm gonna give you a good song." It was like something about a truck in a farmer field.
Did you just turn the radio
on
off?
2 a.m. Time to squeal, or whatever the lyric is. You know? Thad sends me a suggestion.
I actually don't know what it is. But
yeah, I don't think that was correct. But oatmeal pies and Swiss rolls and all the great selections of oatmeal pie or of snack cakes you can get. Thad says you forgot one, and he sent me a picture. And I said, "But did we?"
What was it?
It was the old always on the shelf because nobody buys them.
The
Strawberry shortcake rolls. You want to Google that?
They're probably the first one still there.
I've went to people's houses and they've had oatmeal pies and they've had Swiss rolls and they've had honey buns. I've never ever, and this is a true statement. As many people, I come home with you during high school. I went home with Elliott Brown, Van Eric Short, Nathan Odell, Chance Copas, Darren Cherry, Chris Boone. Chris Boone's mom always had the fudge things.
Nobody's ever had a Little Debbie strawberry shortcake roll.
Tell me who. I've never been to anybody's house in my life that had strawberry shortcake rolls.
That's a Swiss cake roll without the icing on it all day long, isn't it?
Yeah, and it was strawberry in the middle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
When I want one of those, I just eat a Swiss cake roll.
Yeah, I mean,
I've
never even seen those before.
Are these?
They don't sell those anymore.
Are those just in Hendersonville with the highfalutin folk?
They don't sell them around here.
They have these at Melvin's?
No.
Do they have them at Food Town in Gainesboro, RIP? No.
Actually, nobody has these. These
I don't
aren't
know,
real.
Thad. I don't know, Thad.
Thad, these aren't real.
Are these seasonal? I don't know.
Nobody's ever had these.
Shut up, Thad. Keep your suggestions to yourself.
You keep sending them in, but quit lying.
No,
to
absolutely.
everybody.
Yeah, keep sending them in, but
quit lying to people.
Top 76 snack cakes in the world. Little Debbie strawberry rolls are 77.
You know what's weird is that he spent so much time putting all these fake pictures online since he sent that to us.
Nobody else. That was
nobody actually has these.
That was not an accessible Google image 6 days ago.
Right when he sent that.
Good work, Thad. Good work, kid.
I wonder why he spent so much time putting all that effort into it. Weird thing to lie about.
Weird hill to die on.
Yep.
Hey, and a shout out to a new listener, Chandler West. He sold me my trucks for my. He didn't sell me my trucks. I don't have more than one.
Your trucks for your tires?
Yeah, he sold me my wheels.
Yep.
And he said, "Bro, I don't know if you saved my number, but this is Chandler West from Cumberland Customs. I had to reach out and say y'all killing the pod. I switched jobs, working for FedEx, and been binging. Enjoy the Keith Bullock episode." He's like, I'm going to come down sometime, knock back a few, and watch y'all do your thing.
Hey, probably not, though.
Way to kick a new listener in the dick. Lucas,
I'm just playing fuck nuts.
More than welcome, kid. Yeah. Anybody that works for FedEx has got to be a good human being. But really, the true test is have you ever stood across a flowing river, smoking a cigarette,
and waited for somebody to swim,
to get their
paddle,
medicine.
Put in all the effort to get to you.
Until you have a key to the city in Sparta and a lifetime supply of free meals at Frank's in Sparta.
Are you really even a FedEx worker? Is what I
don't think so.
I don't know.
Have you ever smoked a cigarette, cussed a kid for being sick, and making you get late?
Almost had to stand in the rain one time.
Did you have to not give a baby oil bath with headphones on dark night because you had to wait on the kid to get their medicine from you?
Can you stand upside down, shirt, chest naked, and twerk on the wall?
Yeah. If you can't pop it, lock it, and drop it,
you ain't even
at a rap bar in Memphis.
You're not even a FedEx worker.
No. If they don't also celebrate 316 Day for you along with Stone Cold Steve Austin, are you a FedEx driver?
If you don't wear ski goggles while you're driving around your FedEx truck, are you really even a FedEx driver?
If when you shave your beard, you don't look like a 65-year-old lesbian named Phyllis, are you really a FedEx driver?
I don't think so.
No.
But keep trying.
If you don't match your socks with her shoe color, like a 65-year-old lesbian named Phyllis, are you really a FedEx driver?
If you don't sign a man's chest and then claim just leave the man part out and just say you signed a chest.
Yeah.
Are you really even a FedEx driver?
And by telling that man, he also had a stupid name, then signed his chest.
Are you a FedEx driver?
I don't think so. We can keep on going with this.
I mean,
but we can keep on.
But those are all qualifications of being a FedEx driver, and I don't think you've done them yet.
Are you able to listen to Dinosaur when Hank says, "Where's the door? Where's the door?" without screaming?
Where's the GD door?
Profusely.
I don't think you can.
Because that is part of being a FedEx driver. So Chandler West, when you can step up to any of those standards,
then you can come and sit and kick back a cold one while we're doing our thing here.
Yep. Little shoes to fill.
Little bitty shoes, a little bitty pitter patter feet, then a short chair. I've got a stepping stool for you to get up.
My little sister's husband, my little sister-in-law's husband.
I would say you don't have a little sister.
I don't. He sent me a picture on Facebook.
I'm sorry, I was talking and I must have missed a part.
He sent me a picture on Facebook.
Your little sister.
It's my sister-in-law's. It's my wife's sister's husband.
Okay, I thought somebody was identifying as a different gender.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to read this guy's name. There's no sense in it. But he just said Brooks listens to the podcast. He sent me a screenshot of an old boy. He goes.
You said his name though.
No, Brooks. Yes.
Okay. That's not the guy's.
I'm not going to read the poster here. I wish you'd let me talk.
I wished I would too. I keep interrupting you.
And he said, so I remember the podcast about you saying that you got on your nerves when women said my forever wedding date because you and Lucas said, well, yeah, you're married. Right. That is actually your forever wedding date. We know if you're married, that's who's going to go to the weddings with you.
Right.
He said, well, I found a dude that done it. Oof.
You said it, dude. You said it.
He posted it. I mean, by all means, probably outkicked his coverage a little bit anyway.
He did.
So he's happy. He's happy. Good kid. Looks like he's a good kid.
Yeah.
But outkicked his coverage. You know, it seems to be.
What he's doing is hoping right there. You know. He's hoping that that's his forever wedding date.
Yeah, he's going, oh, crap.
Yeah.
I just saw this scenario, and I'm thinking, man, I wonder if she knows she's hotter than me.
Yeah. Because sometimes they don't, but then they figure it out. You know what's the problem? Is if you're dating above your station, and then you go to a wedding, and y'all are both single, and there's the booze flowing, and everybody's got love in the air, all of a sudden somebody else is telling your date how good looking she is, you know, because she's a bridesmaid, and then all of a sudden, maybe you're not the only one dating her anymore if you're just you know. There's a whole movie about it called Wedding Crashers.
And he's got my forever wedding date. And he liked his own post. Not that it was not a desperate enough move as it was, but then he liked his own post, which always takes it to another weird level.
Why would you do that, though? Because nobody else did it, or just?
Is if you got 64 likes, is that one that you like? Gonna take it over Is that your goal to get the 65th like?
Well, I'm not familiar enough with social media to understand like the ins and outs of what's happening.
Sometimes you can accidentally like your post. Sometimes I'll click on something of mine and I'm like, oh, I like that on accident. Mm-hmm. So I unlike it.
Do you take it off then?
I take my like off.
Which one's weirder?
Liking it.
Unliking one of them or liking one of them?
Nobody sees when you unlike it unless they saw you like it in the first place.
I didn't know that. I thought everybody could see both ways.
It's not going to say Dustin Kennedy unliked his photo.
Oh.
But if I'm clicking on it and I'm like, oh, man, how'd I do that? I'll say unlike.
I thought people could see that you liked it and then they could see you unliked it too.
You're so out of touch. Jeez, I'm so jealous sometimes. So
it's hard being this stupid though. You know? You know, like things that you should know as a 36-year-old person. You know, I'm not that far like removed from everything. And there's a lot of things I should know and then I go, really? I didn't know that. And people look at you like, oh,
well, okay.
Yeah, you're a bit of an idiot. All I can say is, yeah, as a matter of fact, a little bit.
I'd like to read you something. I want to ask you what state this comes from. Man bites his brother's penis off.
Florida.
After he walks in on his brother having sex with his cousin on his favorite Dragon Ball Z blanket.
Florida.
Why Florida?
Well, that's because people in Florida or wilding out.
Is that the state that chewed people's faces off when the bath sauce was going on?
That's the state where, you can find. Let's just see what all you can find in Florida, because there's a website called Florida Man. The worst superhero ever, it says. Florida Man. Florida Man tries to smuggle drugs into jail with his prosthetic leg. Naked Florida Man humps tree, then punches deputy. Florida Man steals ambulance from hospital, drives it into the mud. Florida Man gets beat up by the Easter Bunny. Can't mess with the Easter Bunny. Florida Man on motorized scooter exposes, touches self in front of Walmart shoppers. Can't really get away on the motorized scooter. You know what I mean?
I just want to say that's a fake. No, this Florida story isn't real at all.
Which one?
The one I just read.
Oh, well, this one is. Florida man carrying Pelosi's lectern arrested. Florida man with state tattooed, the picture of the state of Florida tattooed on his head, calls 911 for a ride home. Florida man uses $4 million in COVID relief to buy a Lamborghini.
Florida, man.
Yeah.
Florida.
Yep.
I really hate that that's not a real doggone story.
Florida man calls 911 multiple times asking deputies to bring him ice cream and liquor. Florida's got some wild shit going on down there. They were eating people's faces on bath salts and all kinds of stuff.
Type in Worthing High School. It's Worth, like know your worth, ING. High school teacher's aide.
I'm just not good at it, am I?
Golly.
Oh.
God dang.
In school,
high school teacher's aide accused of having sex with student gets 14 years in prison.
You remember when we were in school, and what was her name from one of the schools that we played basketball against?
Yes.
Had the hottest teacher of all time.
Absolutely. Yes.
And that's what you wanted, right? If you had a thought about it when you were 16, 17.
Here's the deal. I saw that girl at a young age.
I did too. Beautiful. Like hard to breathe hot.
Then by the time we got to high school, I didn't know I was 4 years past my prime. I'm like, damn, I should have hollered at that when I was in junior high.
Missed my opportunity.
I didn't know at 13 I peaked with her.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't know, like...
Hotter than the surface of the sun.
Yes. I remember her walking past us at the high school we played her against in high school and just thinking, oh, my word.
And here's the thing. She set an unrealistic expectation that if you're going, it's going to happen, what they're going to look like. Because this could happen too. A former Worthington High School teacher's aide has been sentenced to 14 years in prison after she was charged for having a sexual relationship with a student.
Tidra Flewellen, who was 51 at the time, admitted to the allegations back in 2019 when she was arrested. The teen's grandmother reported the alleged affair after finding sexually explicit text messages on the boy's cell phone. The thing is, look at Tidra's big-ass ugly face. Arrest the kid. Arrest the kid. Don't ever allow him to have sex again. If you, I'm going Bill Cosby, if you want to get the pudding pop from Tidra Flewellen.
Here's the thing. I want to see the kid.
Rub it out, son. Just rub it out. Don't even think about it.
It's not that I want to see the kid. I want to talk to him. I want to talk to him. I want to interview him and say, what was on your mind, son?
Sloppiness.
What is this what you like? The grandmother's grandson, who was only 16 when the sexual encounter started, had a learning disability and was in a special ed program.
I didn't see that one coming. It makes more sense. It makes more sense, though. He's licking more than windows, baby.
Oh, my God.
She took advantage of my nephew. She would have my mom drop him off at school early in the morning saying that he was going to help her out.
Oh, God.
When she would take him to the closet Tiandra, or whatever her name is, Tiandria. I can't pronounce it.
We can't continue on this.
He does like boys. What the hell's going on? The student told officers they had sex 4 times at different locations, including at the boy's home, Fluellen's home, in the parking lot of the high school, and in a storage unit. The boy also told HISD police that Fluellen once told him, "You don't have to be gay." He does like boys, explained the boy's aunt. He expressed that to us. So she said that she was doing it trying to convince him to not like boys. Oh, man. More than a year later, the teen's family sees still struggles from trauma. 14 years is not enough. What he has to deal with for the rest of his life.
Here's
this story went wild.
Here's the thing.
All I've ever seen was the headline.
Here's the thing, folks. We just covered something for the last couple of minutes, and if you're just hearing this part right now, it's because we decided that we couldn't leave the last part in. And what you need to go look up is former Worthing, WORTHING, high school teacher's aide. And, you make up all your own mind on all the stuff that we might have said a while ago. Because, man, that was...
I said something I probably shouldn't have said.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Looking back now after we've read read the whole story.
Well, it ain't our fault. We didn't do all this.
Right. Here's the thing. We probably should have read it first before we said it.
I just read the headline.
It took a very hard turn.
It took a hard turn.
And I just wasn't expecting it. I just didn't see that one turn coming.
How could you put the video back?
Yeah. Well, folks,
we left it.
We took a break and we went back and listened to it. And we've decided to leave. So
we didn't know.
We didn't know prior to starting that it was going to take a hard left-hand turn and then take another really, really hard left-hand turn in the middle of it. Sometimes you start down a road not knowing where it's going to go. It's like riding a back road. It turns out fun. Next thing you know, you're parked in the middle of you're in the lake. You didn't mean to be there.
You're in a warm spot.
Yeah.
Soft spot you sink in.
You wind up, stuck in a container with Fluellen sometimes.
Boy. I don't know if there's any coming back from that.
I don't know. I hope you had as good of a time as we did on the listen through.
Yeah, we had a good time. That
may be our last podcast, but
that was real.
It was fun.
That was a real general,
and it's been a good time.
Genuine reactions.
Yeah,
we didn't realize all the noises we were making when I was listening to that back.
There's a lot of little noises that I didn't realize that snuck in there.
Prayers for that little boy,
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Shame on you.
Shame on you, Fluellen.
Tiandra.
Yeah,
Tidria. Oof.
Yeah.
Man. That's tough. That is freaking tough. Wow. You gave a reference on break that I hadn't heard about in a long time.
Yeah.
Boy, that's tough.
Yeah. What else? Is there anything else we can cover besides that, really? That's pretty much the end of the world, right? This has been a little bit of a scattered shit show.
Seems to be.
Yeah. It's what you'd call a dumpster fire.
Would you? Hey, I got good news.
What is it?
We got music shows coming up.
Nice.
Yeah, so one in August in Salina.
Yeah.
And
where at?
It'll be at the women's building down there where the fair's taking place. Nice little stage. Me and Andy Smith's wanting to do a show down there, so we're gonna put some. I'm working on getting a name that I think if it happens, we're gonna have a good turnout.
Yeah. Now, is he gonna be the person that's playing, or he's just wanting to put one on with you?
No, he's just been wanting me to do a show in Salina, so he knows I like doing that. He does all the sound and lighting and stuff like that.
Right.
And he's got that studio, Stillhouse Recording Studio in Salina. So, yeah, man. If you, I'm gonna tell you the name here in a second. I'm not gonna say it online because I don't want to jinx it. For every show that I've ever done, I've never dealt with booking agents the way I'm doing right now, and I'm having to deal with contracts for the first time, kinda. And So we got a big name hopefully planned for Salina. It will not be the same name as the festival. I'm talking to another guy. I'm sending a contract offer for him, and I actually sent in 2 contract offers today for 2 artists at the North Springs Music Festival, and we're going to do all kinds of stuff at the festival this year. We're going to. So, and another thing, if you've got if you're a barn sale vendor or you got any kind of vending booth down there where you want to sell some stuff, we're going to have that set up also before the show.
Okay.
We're going to put that. We're gonna let food vendors come in. We're going to let the moonshine vendors. If you got a brewing company down there, we're going to look at it all. But we're looking at definitely barn sale vendors come down, sell your stuff. You sell your
things,
whatever people like your sister.
Right.
Tell your sister to come on down with those nice little racks that you built.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to get weird for a second.
I knew you weren't going to.
I would never have said something like that. I mean, really, I wouldn't have.
Yeah, I know.
But
here's the thing: I'm not stable enough for you to have said something like that. And you know it.
Well,
you've known me too long.
Yeah, don't get weird. Don't get weird.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Don't you get weird? No, but all seriousness,
I'm just kidding.
Not really.
Nope.
No, man. And there's something else I just run past my dad today, so I think it's going to be kind of cool.
Well, good.
Then one of the artists I reached out to, the booking management said, I don't know if October will work for that date in October, but I can get you to him in September. So don't tell me I'm planning 3 concerts at once because
is that what you're doing?
My mental can't take it. I hope not. I hope I'm planning for him to be there in
October.
But it's a name.
But that guy just said you couldn't know.
He said that there's the date's available, but geographically it doesn't make sense because they're up north. And he said it would kind of be hard to come up north, play a show in Tennessee, then go back up north. And I get that.
Yeah, I understand too. But also, if that's where you're booked, that's where you're booked.
We'll see. Hopefully it works out. I sent the offer in today.
Well, good.
So, I'm excited though. The Salina one don't have a name, but I'm telling you, if it works out, I expect to see a lot of people there from Tennessee
and Kentucky.
In Kentucky, it's a big Tennessee, Kentucky name that's been around for over 25 years.
Really?
So,
I'm kind of excited about seeing who it is.
Yeah,
Neil McCoy.
I don't know where he's what he's at.
Yep.
I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. When I think about him,
Marty Stewart.
I always think it ain't easy being me. When I think about that guy, I'm just like, man, it ain't easy being me.
Marty Stewart.
Yep, that's him.
Yep.
So, well, let's take a break for a minute, and
we're
done.
probably done.
We're done.
We're probably done with this one. Yeah,
I think we're done with.
Let's just wad this one up and throw it in. We love everybody.
Everybody.
As a matter of fact, all of you, every one of you.
We're lovers, not fighters down here
right.
on One Lane Road Podcast.
That's right.
Loved a lot of ladies, and I still love Jim Beam.
Right.
And they both tried to kill me.
Around 2003.
That doctor asked me, he said, DK, how'd you get in this condition? And I said, son, I'm half Spivey, half Kennedy. Raised by Brad Craggy, went to finishing school with Clint Fraley. My best friend is Jeremy Mackey. I'm just carrying on an old family tradition.
There it is. Thanks, folks.